The deep valley. The site of an epic laceration to the very heart of the world. Whoa. It's a hell of a... These are really evocative most of the time, but that one also really stuck out. An epic laceration to the very heart of the world. Certainly left by some great power. Perhaps a casualty in a battle between God and dinosaur. Counterclockwise to the bottle. Still. Alright, we gotta get out of here first. Did I leave successfully? I'm usually not sure. That's probably not a great sign. What happens if I turn around here? Is there still a pendulum? No. But the animal bones are still here. Oh, the casket. We're in a loop again, though. Now we're back at the bat feeder. I must have to do a better job escaping this. By actually turning around at it or something? But I'm supposed to be going counterclockwise. But I was stuck in a loop whenever I went counterclockwise where it wouldn't let me out. Maybe I'll just take the animal bones to see if it takes me somewhere else. There's the pendulum again. Right, the scarecrow was attached to the pendulum. Get me out of here. Bat wings. Alright, now this is new. The cactus. I gotta remind myself of what we were looking for. Trying to solve the environment makes me constantly forget what I was looking for outside of that. The bottle and the still. Lightning bolt. That sandwich is terrifying every time. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Icosahedron. Cathode ray. The bottle. What the brochure calls an epic laceration to the very heart of the world, certainly left by some great power, perhaps a casualty in a battle between God and dinosaur, is more of a rocky valley separating the road from a sheer cliff face. It's difficult to see how deep it runs, as the rock slopes into shadow, but a few dozen lanterns strung across the interval suggest its scale. Larger than a basketball court, but smaller than a financial district. Is a financial district a thing people normally know the size of? Just a chasm. If you fall in, you're not coming back out. The thumbs up. Happy hitchhiking. Huh. Dare I call this number? Like in real life? Is that what we're gonna do today? Because that's not a fake ass video game number, that's a full number of digits number. What's the deal? How do I fucking... It's really funny when you forget how to dial a phone because you're not used to actually going to the dial a phone option, or you're used to just clicking on people you know, and so on. Am I gonna regret this? 301 5797. If you don't remember dialing this number, let's do 1.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
If you're holding a snake right now?
So, you're probably not in any danger, but why are you holding that snake? If you're involved in an exchange of some kind, press 1. If holding the snake is part of your spiritual practice, press 2. If you don't remember why you're holding the snake, press 3.
I don't remember.
To return... Okay. What's the last thing you remember? Please describe your memory in as much detail as you are able, paying particular attention to any smells and sounds you may recall. Were you breathing through your mouth or your nose? What did the air taste like? And so on. Feel free to call again with extension 1618. And tell us the whole story. All right. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work on this here snake situation. What you're going for is a kind of gestural conversation. Don't worry. I'll lead you two through it. Give that snake a name and look her right in the eyes and say her name. I'm going to go with Delia for the purpose of demonstration, but you pick a suitable name. Try to follow along with me here to the best of your ability. Delia, Take it easy now. What if all of this is just a reflection of a reflection? Now hold the silence while she processes that metaphysical curveball. Okay, what's Delia up to now? If she's staring right back at you, press 1. If she's wriggling around, press 2. And if she's just kind of limp, press 3.
Let's do eye contact. Let's do this.
Good. Now you got her attention. Now, leading with your shoulder, slowly tilt your body to the left, always maintaining eye contact. Adjust your feet as necessary. You want to do a full rotation over several seconds. It's normal to feel a bit self-conscious. Try not to get tangled up in the phone cord, or next time plan ahead and use a cordless.
Next
All right,
time?
where are we at? If the snake is breathing heavily, press 1. If she's curled around your forearm, press 2. If her tongue is extended, press 3.
Let's say curled? I don't think snakes can breathe heavily.
If the snake is breathing heavily, press 1. If she's curled around your forearm, press 2. Okay, I want you to tense your arm muscles and then relax them, one by one. Take slow, shallow breaths. Tense, relax.
One by one?
Tense, relax. Try to focus all your thoughts on that blood coursing through your arm veins.
What is this muscle
Forget
control?
Delia is even there. Just you and your blood. There you go. Delia should be in a kind of a calm, thoughtful state now, so you can move on. So put that snake in some grass or something. Let Delia be free like a snake should. And go ahead and wash your hands if you care to. I would. Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna.
Alright, what historical sites do we have? Are they the same ones?
Well, if you're dialed into this here informational resource, then you're a certain kind of beachcombing, bat-calling sightseer. So let's take a driftwood inventory. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1.
Underwater islands? That
For
sounds
forgotten
terrifying.
Places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know of the Iron Pariah, press 4. For food and drink recommendations, press 5. To return to the main menu, press 6. To hear these options again, press 0.
Underwater islands.
Perhaps it's the violent displacement of natural gases. Perhaps the river tilts to face the moon, slowly changing the angle of its surface over time. Some sailors blame corked rocks. Whatever the geological explanation, the islands of the Echo River are mostly transient, rising and diving on some inscrutable schedule. The following islands are presently underwater. Murphy's Weather Station Rock. The Beasley Keys. The entire 7 plus or minus 2 islands archipelago. Rock of Boredom. This list is current as of now. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places.
Rock of boredom.
press
Alright, let's
2.
try forgotten places.
For secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs. Write no travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions. For the town with no roads to it, silo of late reflections, press 2. For the monument to something that we don't remember what it is, press 3.
I do love this stupid idea of the monument to, something?
I suppose it must have been an important event if we felt we needed to commemorate it. The monument looks like it was a lot of work to put together. I wonder if it was a happy occasion, something we were celebrating and didn't want to let go of, or if instead it was something so horrible that we never wanted to forget it, for fear that we'd accidentally do it again. There isn't a plaque or anything. I guess we didn't think we'd need one. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2. For
Let's see if I can get to the No Roads town.
Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs.
I can't press things yet.
Travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions.
Is this the developer or voice actor?
Press 1. There is a town which has its own roads, but which no other roads connect to. They send and receive mail. There is a school, and so on. But what I want to tell you about now is the horses. There are horses living wild in this town. I forget how they got there. They don't stay in stalls. They sleep outside. They walk through the town on the streets or on the sidewalks, and the people of the town think of them as elegant, wordless neighbors. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs. Write no travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions.
Unfortunately, I'm definitely recording.
For the town with no roads to it, press 1. For the silo of late reflections, press 2.
Like mirror reflections?
There is a silo so tall and strange that it can take years for an echoing word to bounce from bottom to top and then bottom again. If you wait patiently, you may overhear the conversations of earlier visitors. I once had an argument there with a dear friend, but I forget what it was about, and we haven't spoken since. Maybe I'll go find out someday. For a diver's guide.
What a great idea for a place. That can't be real, but still.
For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places,
Restless.
press 3. For the cluttered place, press 1. For the flooding place, press 2. For a list of the places where people can't sleep, press 3.
Can't sleep.
People can't sleep in the wet grass or on the bridges of New Königsberg. They can't sleep anywhere near Lake Lethe because it's too large. Nobody can sleep with their toes in the river because it's too cold. People can't sleep where I sleep because I'm all knees and elbows, and anyway, there isn't enough room for both of us. I'm not sure if anyone can sleep on the deck of the Mucky Mammoth, but I'm certain they can't sleep on the trash barge because of the smell. If you have anything to add, please call us back with extension 7360.
Ain't nobody can sleep near that lake. That lake's too big. It's too big to sleep near. It's just too big.
Press 2. For the cluttered place, press 1. For the flooding place, press 2. There is a place that regularly floods. I first saw this place years ago recycled newspapers. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to complete it before the flood came and wiped it out. The next time I passed by this place, it was full of young men and women on bicycles. They'd built a track weaving through the soggy ruins of my acquaintance's flooded artwork. The rising water level quickly made it too dangerous to ride in anymore, and many bicycles were crashed and abandoned. The last time I saw the place, it had been repurposed to store handmade pottery earmarked for sale out of state. By the time I arrived, there was just a pile of ceramic fragments dashed by floodwaters against rusting bicycles and gray pulp. I've heard recently that this place has been reclaimed again. Surely this time, things will be different.
Oh no.
For a diver's guide
It won't.
to underwater islands.
Stop
press
going there.
1. For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know of the iron pariah, press 4.
Was it there before?
For food and drink recommendations, press 5.
This list is longer than I thought it
Return
was.
to the main menu, press 6. The Iron Pariah is just what she's called along the Echo River. Of course, she once had another name, but it's been scratched away, maybe out of shame, or maybe she took a bend too sharply and left her true name on a rock. So, what else? We know she was in the war, but neither side would claim her. We don't know if anyone's aboard. She drifts along the water and commands a wide berth. Tourists, if you hope to document the Iron Pariah, I fear you will be disappointed. She has a beguiling way of vanishing from photographs. Steer to shore and let her be carried along in silence. Pilgrims, I wouldn't dare to interfere. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press.
It's just a spooky fucking boat wandering around. Don't meddle with it. Don't photograph it. It would beguile you with its wily ways. It fought in the war though, but for what side? No one knows.
For food and drink recommendations, press 5. For food, press 1. For drink, press 2. To return to the main menu, if you plan your journey along the Echo to be a slow and thoughtful one, you will surely want to eat. It's true, and even advanced preparation can still fail you. Maybe the food you packed will fall in the water and be spoiled. Or it could be stolen by a bat. Well,
Ooh.
the water sustains all travelers. Catch it yourself in the river, or have something prepared for you at this place out on the lake.
Good guide.
The restaurant is called, well, it's out on Lake Letha. It has to be out there where the water is deepest. If you go early in the morning, you might see the diver bring in his nightly haul. Weird creatures from weird depths, fish, crabs, jellies, things we don't have proper names for at this elevation. Sam and Ida's, that's the name of it. Sam dives, Ida cooks. Unique fare and uncommon conversation, to say nothing of the decor. If you do stop by, tell them I said hello, and that they're always in my thoughts and prayers.
But you can't remember their names.
For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press. For food, press 1. For drink, press 2. The water is fine, but more adventurous tourists will surely be looking for stronger stuff. Move quickly quickly along past any strangers with cheap bourbon flasks. You can get that hard times rot gut anywhere. If you're traveling by boat, you'll want the traditional seafarer's liquor. As it happens, there's a watering hole called the Rum Colony, wholly devoted to the stuff. You know, mixed with sugar and bright colors. I've heard it's excellent, but I never drink the stuff. I take my spirits clear. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1.
Yeah.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now,
Have I not even made the flora and
for
fauna
different
yet?
types of water, press 1. For the language of bats, press 2.
Language
For
of bats.
insect interactions, press 3. To return to the main menu,
What's the language of
press
bats?
5. Many find learning the language of bats to be intimidating, but it's really pretty straightforward. The most difficult part is getting your ultrasonic pronunciation right. See, bats have enormous, complex ears. For us, it's more of a struggle. Here, let's try some useful phrases.
Oh
Repeat
my
after
God.
me so you can practice your pronunciation. Here's how you say, I don't know where I am.
How do you even make that sound?
Okay. Here's how you could ask, haven't we met before? Great. Here's how you say, sorry, I must have left it in the boat. Now, a very useful phrase. It's a shame we didn't record that. Every conversation has to end. So here's how to say, I will write that down in case I forget it later. For different types of water, press 1. For the
Different
language
taps of
bats.
water. Why not? Why not? Let's go all in.
The Echo River is best known for its plentiful waters, not their volume, but their diversity. There's surface water, deep water, big water, and small water. Water that moves quickly. Slower water. Water in a cup. There's the water you know about, the water you don't know about, and the water you only assume exists due to indirect evidence, like a rumbling sound behind the rock.
Yes.
Cool water, but also warm, and even warmer. Water that gets things clean, water that only makes things dirtier, water's both soft and hard. Water in living bodies. If you
It's
come
not just
across
water.
any other kind of water,
What?
be very careful. Call us back and dial extension 0464 just to be safe. For different types of water, press 1. For the language of bats, press 2. For insect interactions, press 3. To return to the main menu, press 5. If you stop your boat somewhere cool, you may find yourself swarmed by insects.
Yeah, that
You may
happened.
swat at them or cover your face, thinking they're all trying to bite you or buzz in your ear. But these insects are more interested in each other than they are in you. In fact, they've already forgotten you. They're back to chasing each other, breeding, competing over resources. Their minds are so shallow that while you've been standing there with your hands raised to your face, they've begun to think of you as part of the landscape, a funny-looking rock. This is what they sound like.
I'm not sure if he's coming back. Sir? It's not looping. These are new patterns. Is this a test? Oh.
For different types of water, press 1. For the language of bats, press 2. For insects,
What am I doing?
press 3. To return to the main menu, press 5.
What is this episode?
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. For a catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1.
Subterranean
For
bird?
help identifying something that's happening in the dark, press 2. If you are hearing organ music, press 3. To return to the main menu, lucky you. Does it sound like this?
This guy does not go with short samples. Just tell me about the organ hobo. What's his deal? What's he barbecuing? Where does he use his swim I guess it's the rivers and the islands? Is he the diver? For the seafood place? What's his dealio? Why is he by the bureau? Just chilling out. Why doesn't anyone seem to recognize him being there? What's with the bears? There's a floor of bears. I feel like we need to acknowledge the bears. Please acknowledge the bears. The bears desire fulfillment. Ha ha ha. Really? You know, this hypothetical caller, who is me, but also is hypothetical, is calling for information about the organ. They don't really need a second organ playing on their phone for several minutes when there's already an organ playing in the room with them. Can you imagine that audio experience of both of those at once? Why?
Press 1 if that's the music you're hearing. Otherwise, press 2.
I'm afraid he'll play a different sample, so let's go to 1.
In that case, I don't know where it's coming from. It's nice though, isn't it? Let's listen to it again.
No! 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 He's doing it on purpose. I tried to escape the option that would make it play a whole bunch, and it's happening anyway.